Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to race number 10 of the first season of the WRA Oreo Cup Series. We're getting set to go 1.5 mile racing at Sean Art's home track of Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth. We're getting set for the AAA Texas 500. There's the point standings going into this weekend's race, all the way down to 38th place. Cody Smart on the pole position. Cody has not been doing good these last couple of races. Comes in that critical 30th in the point standings. Another bad result. He will fall out of the top 30 in the points, and his win would not count towards a spot in the playoffs. So Cody really needs to turn his season around. Troy King alongside of him. Troy King comes into this race 12th in the point standings. We'll see how he does here today. Ebony Amir was in row number 2. That 41 team's been on a little bit of a struggle in the last couple of weeks. She comes into this race 18th in the points. And Zach Underwood is alongside, and he comes into this race 22nd in the points. So we'll see what this race is going to be. We're going to get these cars rolling. The command has already been given, so these cars are rolling off behind the Dodge pace car. I'm going to go ahead and you can see all the cars rolling off. Last week's winner, Soraya Itzmed, went to victory lane at Phoenix. And there she is, starting right next to Danny Rant in the... And it looks like she's starting a little bit towards mid-pack near the rear of the field. So there you go. 51 laps here today as we're getting set for this race. Texas is one of the greatest tracks these drivers have raced on, because when we come to Texas Motor Speedway, you see the high speeds and the horsepower, and these drivers have a lot of fun. This is also the same race distance we ran in last year's Birthday Bash, as well as the TMSRA Invitational, which those will be coming out really, really soon. I think the next couple of weeks we'll have an indication of those races, if you ask me. But here we go. Cody Smart, Troy King, ready to get us underway for the 10th race. The AAA Texas 500 is green. Let's roll at Art here in the Lone Star State. I believe all 38 have taken the start. Trying to find the S button. I couldn't find the S button. Anyway, Cody Smart will lead the first lap. That's key. 5 bonus points for him. That's what Cody needs. Cody from Burlington, Vermont, who recently graduated from college. Cody, one of the most kindest people in the NR community. And what I mean by kindest, I mean, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of drivers wanting to get the Cody Smart t-shirt because they love how funny Cody Smart is on Triple P. Bonia Mirmwa is going to go to the race lead. As I mentioned, 18th in the points. She's a driver that if she goes to victory lane, she would be into the playoffs. So far, we've had 8 different winners in 9 races. The catch is only 7 of them are inside the top 30 in the points, meaning their wins would count towards a spot into the playoffs. Betty Johnson, who's 38th in points, dead last. There she is right there. She's not in the top 30 in the point standings, and her win would not count towards a spot in the playoffs. Our winner from Coca-Cola. Oh, that's Annie Thomas. I thought that was Betty Johnson. That's Annie Thomas. My bad. Sorry, Annie. I know she'll forgive me on that. Speaking of Betty Johnson, there she is at the back of the field. Not where she wants to be. She needs to start working her way through the front. There's that 84 car. When we were here in the Reese's Pro in 2016, that number went to victory lane with now retired Rachel Wynn, excuse me. She also won Indianapolis. And speaking of Indianapolis, we are going to Indy next week. There's the points leader, Laura Bakersfield. Oh, no, they're going 4 wide. No. Melissa Cooper, Morgan Henderson, that was really close. That was about to be a wreck and a half, but thankfully they kept it together. Holy macaroni and cheese. That was really going to get dangerous. I was getting ready to mention, you don't want to go 4 wide, and Laura Bakersfield back there, I saw second in points. Where's second in points? The 31 at Marion Jamestown. There she is. She's also back here with the points leader. Sarai Itzmed, third in points, is back here. A lot of drivers running well in points here at the rear of the field. Now, we saw in last year's TMSRA Invitational, these drivers don't have to worry about fuel, as Greta Wagner has taken the race lead. Greta needed a good result after the last couple of weeks haven't been good, but Annie Thomas is going to take the lead. But we saw in the Battle of the SRA race here last year at Texas that, yes, these drivers can go 51 laps on fuel. They can make it on fuel because fuel is not going to be an issue. The real issue for these drivers, as the caution is out for the first time today, but I'll finish my point. The issue is going to be tire wear on these tires. Can they go the entire 51 laps on tires? And something tells me somebody did not do that, and we're under caution for the first time today. Annie Thomas will lead us back. Looks like Josephine Bouvier was involved in whatever this incident was. And she's the only car that's damaged. Nice little green flag run. And looks to me, did we go 4 wide? They didn't give each other enough room. Looks like they didn't give each other enough room. Amber Downey hooked the 42, and looks like Dina Vols barely got by. Zach Underwood got a piece of it. He hit the wall with the right side of his Rockstar Energy Audi. So, that's good news there. Did somebody pile in the back of somebody? Hope not. So I really don't want to have to look and see who got a piece of it. So Annie Thomas currently leads, and due to making sure I don't want to keep you guys waiting and making the video longer, I will get you guys straight to the restart. We'll document if the 42 is going to continue or if the 42 is going to drop out of the race. That's more like it. And unfortunately, looks like the 42 is sadly out of the race. So that damage that she got on her car looks like too severe enough to be repaired and too severe enough for her to continue. So unfortunately, Josephine Bouvier sadly will drop out of the race. That's too bad. 23rd in the points, not the season she liked. She lost 11 spots last week at Phoenix, but she's going to be the first car behind the wall. Annie Thomas leading Greta Wagner and field back to the green. Baldwin third, Lulu Champagne, Brittany White the top 5. Then it was Ish Taylor, Ebonia Mirwes, Kyle Langland, the Daytona winner. And Maria Amber Downey, that was your top 10 as we went back to green flag racing. 37 of our 38 starters took the green flag. Want to quickly make sure I confirmed it. We're going to Indy, and indeed that is indeed the case. So at least I didn't have to look at the schedule. At least I memorized where we were going next week. Then we go to Michigan and Sonoma. That will complete the the first half of the regular season, then All-Star Race Weekend at Hillside, before we have our points-paying race at Hillside. So there you go. Looking forward to all those races coming up. Nearly 3 wide between Lulu Champagne, Kyle England, Ish Taylor, but Ish Taylor was out in the marbles. Caution! Oh, that's Betty Johnson. That's a driver who did not need this. Alexandria Van Dam involved, and that is our second caution of the day. That is not what Betty Johnson needed. It's like she got hooked around. Somebody else spun up there. We'll document that driver in just a minute. Now, who... Oh, we'll document the 0-2 in a minute. Oh, she got turned by Seth Cole, so Seth Cole committed female abuse. And then Seth Cole comes up, gets the 83 of Betty Johnson. Amber Downey got a piece of it. And we only got away with a 3-car incident. Looks like Betty Johnson's damage is only in the door. I gotta figure out how the 60 got some rear end damage. I'm gonna investigate that in just a second. So we'll have to go back to the 60. I don't know why the 60's got some damage. Maybe something I didn't see. Okay, let's see. Oh, he hit the wall. Oh, the 42 is the one that hit him. Okay. Okay, that confirmed it. I didn't know why he had rear end damage. Okay. Let's get back on the leader, Greta Wagner. We're going to go ahead and skip to the restart. Nobody will fall out of the race from that incident. Yep, all the drivers involved have continued on. But like I said, for Betty Johnson, who came in this race 38th in the points, this is not what she needed. She needs some points if she wants to get herself into the top 30 in points and for that win to count it towards a spot in the playoffs. And we're going to have 30 laps of green. 30 laps to go in this race. We're back to green. And my back is feeling a lot better, for those asking. Even though it hurts a little bit, it's feeling better. Lulu Champagne going for the race lead. Greta Wagner goes up out of the gray into the marbles. And caution's out. I hear a crash in the back straightaway. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, the big one. Daniel Voil's got a piece of it. Betty Johnson. Kevin Joseph's upside down. Alita Perez. Luke Knight. Zach Underwood. Danny Rand. What in the world just happened in turn number 3? Daniel Voil's, who had a good run last week, that was not what he needed. Looks like we went 4 wide. Did we have a little female abuse? We're about to find out. Yeah, Kyle got tight. Kyle Sutton, the 84, got tight. Got into Alita Perez. Red Riding Hood shot the gap. Melissa Cooper was involved. I don't know if Greg Rutt's got a piece of it or not. Luke Knight came up into Daniel Voil's, who had nowhere to go. Van Dam actually spun her teammate around. I don't know if she couldn't get on the brakes or what, but Van Dam spun her team owner 75 around. Not sure if she couldn't get slowed down or what, but whatever the case, that's a tough break. That's 7th in points. That's like 3 weeks in a row we've had drivers running well in points. Fortunately, they're going to take a massive hit in the championship. We'll document the drivers out of the race in just a second. Out of the race after that one, Betty Johnson, so her chances of getting in the top 30 in points is not getting any better. Zach Underwood, Daniel Vols, Luke Knight have gone behind the wall. They joined Josephine Bouvier, who's already back behind the wall. All right, we're going to go back to green flag racing. We're back to green here at Texas Motor Speedway. That was close between Chloe Erickson and that was Kyle Langland, who almost got together with Cody. Cody Smart going for the race lead. Cody Smart needs to stay in the top 30 in the points for his win to count towards a spot into the playoffs. Looked like we had a spin on the front straightaway. I didn't see what happened there. I'll have to document that when I get the chance. Or if while these guys are racing, we'll probably jump back, look at a replay to see what happened. To see who spun in turn one, because I noticed some skid marks down there on the apron right about there. So he must have had something else happen that I wasn't paying attention to because I was looking back at the replay. You know, I'm thinking while these guys are green flag racing, I should go ahead and jump back, look at a replay to see where that skid mark came from, because there would be no other reason. And I might have to have a clue of how this got situated. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this was on the previous yellow. Somebody got turned around. This was, I believe, this was right after. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to slow it down here, and then I'm going to stop it right here. Let's go to our none cam. Go to none, and then we're going to figure out who caused this. Because I saw some smoke, and I didn't know who it came from. And we're going to find out who that was. Looking. Trying to see who caused this smoke screen. Oh, wait. And I can't find who caused the smoke screen. I'm still trying to figure out where the smoke came from. Unless we missed it. Okay, nothing happened there. Somebody spun down here is what I'm trying to figure out. Probably we missed it, and I do apologize if that happened. Yeah, see right here, I couldn't find out who spun out, so. Well, probably somebody cut a tire down. I think that might have been the 42. I don't know. Regardless, though, we couldn't find the culprit of who spun out. Probably somebody broke something. I think the 42. I think it might have been the 42. I don't know. Either way, while we're back to live action, Cody Smart continues to lead. That was the chair you just heard. These drivers, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I heard crashing. Caution's out. We have a big wreck on the back. Oh, my God. Annie Thomas upside down onto the catch fence. Seth Cole's in it. Laura Bakersfield, Van Dam. That's Thomas. Thomas was like upside down into the catch fence. Soraya Itzman was in it. Second in points was involved Marion Jamestown. Oh boy. Let's take a look at the replay. Holy cow. What is it with these drivers having crazy wrecks these last couple of weeks? My word. And looks like Ish Taylor commit female abuse by taking out the 80 car. Wow, Seth Cole hit the inside wall hard. He shot back up across the track. The points leader was in it. Laura Bakersfield was involved. Amber Downey, Van Damgen spin like a top. But the points leader was involved. Second in points was involved as well. Oh, boy. She's already got the damage. Where did that came from? Oh, there it is. So that means the top, 3 drivers in the points were involved in something like this right there. That's where Marion Jamestown got the damage. That was the one Seth Cole gave. But the points leader was involved. And Cody Smart led us back to the yellow flag. We'll document the drivers out of the race in just a minute. Well, Laura Bakersfield dodged a lot of bullets. This one she could not dodge. Soraya Itzman made an unscheduled pit stop. Out of the race, and there's a lot of them. Annie Thomas, Seth Cole, Bonia Mirmoez, Laura Bakersfield's going to finish 30th. Van Dam and Amber Downey, Soraya Itzman is off the lead lap. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to also have to see how bad the damage is going to be as far as the 31 is concerned, as we're going to go back to green flag racing. So the top 5, I've seen first, second, third place has issues. So Soraya's got problems. So the top 5 in the point standings have all had problems. 7th, 10th in points. A lot of drivers running well in points did not need this. This is really going to shake up the points heading into next week at Indy. Kyle Langland, the Daytona winner, is going to the race lead. As he didn't get that lap lead, but he's now out in front. Kyle Langland, 25th in the points, trying to get his season turned around. His only top 5 and top 10 this season was of course the Daytona 500 from the beginning of this year. 5 bonus points will definitely help that 077. Where's the 31 running? 31's 14th. 31 going to try to gain some points on Laura Bakersfield. Boy, get ready for a point shakeup, y'all. A lot of drivers running well in points had troubles today. My goodness, I was not expecting a point shakeup, and we're about to have one here at Texas. Texas not being kind to the drivers in the top 10 in the point standings. Because the only drivers who have not had any issues today that are top 10 in the points, Reagan Whitlock, who's running 7th. Greta Wagner, who's running okay. And the 08 who just popped into the top 10, that's Lisa Gonzalez. Former winner this season. Troy King leads that lap. We're inside of 10 to go. Question is, do these drivers have enough fuel, enough tires to make it 51 laps? They've been on these tires since the start of the race. And I don't know if pit strategy is going to be an issue. Cody Smart's doing his chances of staying inside the top 30 a whole lot of good with where he is running right now. Ann Maria comes in this race 26th in the point standings. And with number of drivers ahead of her running well in points or struggling in points out of the race, this could be a good points day for that 05 Mountain Dew Baja Blast Chevrolet. Of course, Ann Maria missed the last 10 races due to a suspension for idiotic driving in the Reese's Pro Series, the most recent season that just concluded. So she's trying to redeem herself. Carl Walters, who ran that 05 in the last 10 races, did not have a good season. Or good return, I should say. And they're coming up to Greg Rutz to put the 98 one lap down. This is the first time I've seen this. Lap traffic going to be an issue today. But the 05, the 10, and the 21 get around the 98 without much of an issue. Cody Smart's going to get around without an issue. Man, they split Greg through the middle, and Alex Hawkins was the unofficially held up person. As he got held up, Lisa Gonzalez quickly gets around the 08. And they are now putting Soraya Itman a lap down. Top 3 get away easily. Cody Smart gets around the 69 without an issue. That's last week's winner, may I point out. Troy Kang trying to go the victory lane for the first time this season. Trying to see who went to victory lane. Can't tell which of the Audis have been to victory lane. We've had a Chevy win, we've had a Ford win, we've had a Lincoln win. I can't remember if we've had an Audi win. Let me check the points. Troy King has not won. Zach Underwood has not won. Has Ish Taylor been to victory lane? No, is not the case. Trying to see who's the 4th one. Alex Hawkins, as we have 2 laps of racing to go. And Alex Hawkins has not won. No, Audi has not been to victory lane so far in the first 10 so far this season. Caution's out. That's the race. Caution is out, and that will end the race. Looks like Reagan Whitlock is going to win this race. There's the white and the yellow flag. Caution is out. Reagan Whitlock will win the AAA Texas 500. But let's see what brought the yellow out real quickly. Melissa Cooper was involved in whatever this incident was, and I believe she was the only one involved. Let's see. Bad day for the... Oh, Sarai Itzmed. We had an issue with lap traffic. Ish Taylor was involved. I was wondering when we were going to have issues with a lap car. Now, don't we? Yeah. 2 car was trying to get around the 69, and the 69 really just wasn't paying any attention. And the end result, both cars go into the wall. Greg Rutz missed that. Melissa Cooper did not. Well, I was wondering when that was going to happen, sooner or later. Kevin Joseph saved himself from going a lap down, but Reagan Whitlock is going to be your winner at Texas. Hate the race had to end under the yellow flag. We were setting up to see who was going to win this race. Unfortunately, that was not going to be the case. What in the world are you doing, 05? Unless you're trying to get back in line. Reagan Whitlock, he won't mind. Reagan Whitlock came into this race 6th in the points. He's going to win today. The AAA Texas 500 goes to the Angry Birds Ford of Reagan Whitlock. There's the checkers in yellow. Greta Wagner so close to her first win of the season, but this will keep her in the top 10 of the points. She ends up with a 2nd place result. Troy King, nice result for him, 12th in the points. He might just punched himself inside the top 10 of the points, leaving Texas today with a solid 3rd. Kyle Langland, after lately it's been a struggle fest for him, he's going to come away with 4th. Great run for Teal the Hedgehog here. Cody Smart will stay in the top 30 in the point standings after a 5th place result. Anna Maria gets 6th, Alex Hawkins 7th, Ben Erickson 8th. Ben Erickson's been on a roll getting some good runs in the last couple of weeks. Brittany White 9th, and Lisa Gonzalez will stay in the top 10 of the points after getting a 10th place position. There's the rest of your standings. You look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. This is going to really impact some people. Laura Bakersfield came as the points leader out of the race in 30th. 2nd in the point standings, Marianne Jamestown finished 13th, so she's going to gain a little bit of points on the 77. A lot of drivers running well in points had bad days. A lot of drivers who had damage but salvaged something out of this race, like Alita Perez. So I really do not know what this is going to do to the points heading into next week at Indy. But you will find that out the same time as we do. So as I save the results, we hope you guys enjoyed today's race, as I'm going to go ahead and put this back up here in that regard. So hope you guys enjoyed today's race from Texas, as I don't know why the AI cars are stopping, but oh well. But that's kind of the nature of this track. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Rate Crew today. We've shown you our full finish results all the way down to 38th. You'll see your updated point standings entering next week's race at Indy. Indy is going to be a really fun race indeed, if you ask me. So, looking forward to that. Be sure to follow the WRA Discord. The link will be down in the description down below. You can get caught up and all that. And if you want to join Triple P, you can join the Blue Hedgehog server and also join the PCS Array server. I still have links will also be down in the description as well. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time, as you have been watching a production of the WRA Oreo Cup Series on the PCS Race Sports and Gaming channel, the best center of racing around the world since 2017. I've been Dana Vols. I will see you guys next week at Indianapolis. Goodbye from the Lone Star State of Fort Worth, Texas.